king. When you see the opposition today, people are gathering together for defeat, for humiliation, for to be hurt. There will be so many of them heartbroken. There will be so many of them pierced with many sorrows at the end of the day. Why? When you join that the person that God has rejected, who is willing to fight against Hazael, king of Syria, then be ready. You'll be smitten. You will go home having been smitten by the Syrians. And I'm speaking prophetically. Don't go to Ramoth Gilead. Don't go to Ramoth Gilead. That's why you see, you see the opposition, group. Whether you are talking about Matiangi, or you are talking about Gashagwa, or you are talking about Kalonzo Musyoka, or you are talking about Maraga and the others, they are like Joram, who is joining Jehoram to fight Hazael. And when they do so, then they are going to find themselves in a place where they cannot believe what is going on. So let's continue. Sorry for that. So we are talking about when you look at the opposition in Kenya, there are a few things that you should know. Right now, they are banking on Matiangi because he used to be an oppressor of the president now, when he was a deputy president. They were banking on Raila Odinga if he loses the AUC bid. I told you, you come back here and you support the president, and that happened. Right now, Matiangi, the one they are banking on to be very aggressive against the president as he used to be. They are forgetting that the terrain, the political terrain, is not as it used to be then. And Matiangi himself is a wise man. He will never be as aggressive and as dismissive of the president as he used to be in the Uhuru regime. He is fearful, very fearful. This Matiangi, you see, is very fearful. He was given a little bit of the taste of power when it is not in your hands. When he was called at the DCI and nobody spoke to him for hours. Matiangi, the Matiangi you are seeing is a Matiangi that is not the courageous Matiangi. He knew when power is not in your hands anymore. He knows what power can do. And so people are expecting him. I've seen videos of Matiangi when he used to be the CS Interior, when he used to bossy around. He used to be a bully, a very bad man when it came to security of this nation. You remember the abductions that happened when he was the Minister for Interior. You remember the people that were found in Rivayala, the ones that were found in Aberdare Mountains, the container where people are being killed like goats in the city here. It was during his tenure, the bombing of Miguna's house, and calling him a persona non grata in Kenya and chasing him away from the nation of Kenya against the constitution of Kenya. So this Matiangi is not a new Matiangi. He is the same wicked Matiangi that rose against the president when he was the deputy president so badly and humiliated many of his people, all the way to the time that he realized that Raila Odinga regime would be against him. And he threw everything in the air together with Kimbisho, and they said, whoever wins, let them win, we don't care. And they applied for jobs outside the country because they feared that the president might revenge against them. And the president decided to be a gentleman, and he didn't revenge against them, even though they worked tirelessly against him. And so these people are thinking that Matiangi is going to rise up and begin to be very ruthless against the president. I tell you, he won't. He won't. He can't. And if he tries it, then you will know that he has a somebody that would be willing to teach him how not to be that bossy when power is not in your hands. And so that is not going to happen. The man is very fearful. You can see his speeches now. Very fearful. He's fearing even to be in the country, because he knows that the atrocities that he committed against the current president and against his people, and Gachagua cannot be an ally. He knows that this man also knows that I was very ruthless against him. And so it is not that they are going to be even if people say that in politics they are not permanent enemies. This one is not a permanent enmity. It is actually a man that used not political power, but who used power of arms and the judiciary to pin down the former deputy president and the people that were surrounding the deputy president then. So it is not possible for him at this time to rise up the way people are thinking that he may rise up and give him a challenge. No. And the guesswork with the opposition is so amazing. It is lovable because it is not going to happen. The guesswork, and they don't like to hear what God is saying. So it will be very hard for them even to pull themselves out of that. But you know what? I'll tell you this. When we are talking to people, we sometimes speak like the way Elisha spoke in 2 Kings 8, and there are some verses there that are supposed to shock you because of the way that of the way the prophet speaks. The prophet in 2 Kings 8 in verse number 8, 9, 10, the prophet is speaking in a way that I'm seeing many of the people that are speaking to the opposition leaders are